family and friends. Today we are doing something really special. Today we are going to make homemade tortillas and have a wonderful homemade Mexican homemade dinner. So today I have a special helper with me, my husband Kevin. Say hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Anyway, we have been making these homemade tortillas since the mid-90s. We had a neighbor where we lived. The story is we accidentally ran into their vehicle, and we ended up becoming friends, and they showed us how to make authentic homemade tortillas. So we've been doing this since the mid-90s. We get to do this as a special treat. So today, let's go ahead and get started. You're going to need 3 cups of flour. We are using all-purpose flour. To that, you're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Go ahead and put that in there. And then for my helper, we need a teaspoon of salt, please.
Okay. 1 teaspoon of salt.
Okay, you want to make sure you whisk that all together really well.
Really well.
You want to incorporate that baking powder into that flour so that it works really well. Also, you're going to want to get a skillet and you're going to want to put it on medium heat. Make sure it's very lightly. You don't want it greased, but you want it kind of spray it a little bit. Okay, this is mixed well. Also, you will need 8 ounces of the hottest water that your hands can handle.
That's a cup.
That's 1 cup. And then we've got just a little extra just in case we need it. So you might want to have that on hand because things get to moving where you just need things as you're going. You also need 1/3 of a cup of, we are using bacon grease, but you can use butter, you can use lard,
olive oil, cooking oil,
pretty much anything. But we're using bacon grease because it gives us a superb flavor. And to us, bacon grease is liquid gold. We use it in a lot of things for cooking. So let's go ahead and get started. What do we do first, Kev?
First, it's all mixed up. First, I like to add the lard or the bacon grease.
Okay, all of it?
Yeah, just kind of pour it all around in here.
Okay.
And then just start kneading it because you're going to want to get it to kind of a fine crumb stage with the oil.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do this. Where it's just going to look like crumbs. And it's just about there. And I don't know if you can see it on there on camera, but it just looks like little crumbs here. Okay. Once we got that done, you're going to want to add your hot water, and hopefully that's still hot. You want to run it under your feet till your finger is too hot for the touch because you want it to kind of start activating the baking powder in here. So I'm just going to start with this. I've got a little bit extra hot water over here just in case it's still dry because you want it to be kind of tacky. You want the dough to be kind of tacky when you're kneading it, your finished product. So just go ahead and start kneading the dough.
He's really good at this. We always look so forward. Everybody in the family looks so forward to his homemade tortillas.
Yeah, once you've had these, you won't want store-bought tortillas. I mean,
yeah,
eat them in a pinch, when you don't have time, but because it does take some time and effort to prepare the full meal, but it's just nothing better than the homemade.
That's right. Yeah. My opinion too. So, and it may take a little bit of effort, but it's definitely worth it.
Okay. Now it's still kind of crumbly here, you can see. So we're just going to go ahead and add more of the hot water. You want to do that for me?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Tell me when.
Just go ahead and put about half that there. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll see what we got after this. If you end up getting too much water in, you can, of course, add a little bit of flour in there to kind of dry it up just a little bit. For some reason, you get too much. Okay, now it's getting good and sticky.
We need more water.
Maybe not.
Hmm?
I don't know. Here, let's see.
Now we're going to use these tortillas for an awesome tortilla, taco dinner tonight. But you can also use these at breakfast, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can fry them up in butter, put cinnamon sugar on it, and what else?
Well, you could make a scrambled egg and
Ooh, yeah, breakfast burritos.
Vegetable, yeah, breakfast burrito.
All right. Yeah, there's a lot of uses for it. It's really good. Use them as pitas and wraps, everything. Yeah.
Just plain butter.
Yeah.
On there, and then, but we like to put cinnamon and sugar on them.
Mm-hmm.
Good that way too. Okay, let's see what we got here. These gloves are kind of being more of a deterrent than a help, I think.
You can take them off then.
Here, but anyway. Okay, you want to knead the dough really well. And I just like to kind of keep grabbing from the top and tucking underneath as I go, but then we'll get it on the, here, I don't think we need this for a little bit. We'll use it to put it in here.
I'll just set it right there. You need me to put you some flour down?
Just maybe a light coating of flour, because you don't want to get it too much, because you don't want to dry the dough out too much. We'll just get a light dusting on there.
I don't know if you need a little more.
No, that's good for now.
Okay.
We can just kind of work it in there. Look at our time. Okay. 10 to 15 minutes.
Until your arms are about to fall off.
Good workout for your hands.
Yeah.
Forearms.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to do this for the next 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll go ahead and stop the film for now until we come back, and we'll be ready to make them into the little ball stage. Okay, got our dough we've kneaded this about 15 minutes or so. Got it to this stage. We're going to put it in here, let it rest, cover it up so it doesn't dry out. We're going to let it rest 15 to 20 minutes. And while we're thinking about it, we want to give a shout out to Simply Mama Cooks. We watched her video, and even though we've been making these for years, we picked up a lot of good pointers that really helped us out with making them. So we want to give a shout out to her channel as well. So we will be back after this rest, and we'll proceed to make the dough balls and roll them out.
I'll show you how it's done.
Okay, we're back. It's been about 20 minutes. I've kept these covered up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make these into as many little tortilla balls as I can get out of this batch here. But what I do is just I'm going to squeeze about like that, tear it off. Keep my dough covered. It dries out really quick. Then I'm just going to take and just kind of knead it like I did with the big dough, except now we're just kind of grabbing and turning underneath, pull and turn. Just going to do that. But anyway, we're going to go ahead, and that's what we're going to do with each one. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and make these into individual balls, and then we'll come back and go into the rolling process. Okay, we're back. I've got these into 11 little tortilla balls here. So I wanted to get 12 out of them, but couldn't. Anyway, we're going to take each one of those, and like I was saying earlier, we're going to treat it just like we did the big dough. And I'm just going to try to go around and draw it in from the bottom and just keep cutting it underneath.
Okay, so we're not sure what happened to our audio here. But you're going to take each little dough ball that you did, you're going to put it on a floured surface. Make sure you put some flour on your rolling pin. You're going to roll out each dough ball as flat as you can and as round as you can. Roll it, turn it, roll it, turn it, keep rolling it until you can get it as flat as you can. To where it looks like that. Place it over your bowl. We're going to do this with each dough ball. Okay, we're back. Everything is done. We're going to show you how we put it together. This has been chaotic, but like I've said, in my chaotic kitchen, everything still tastes delicious. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to want to take one of these beautiful tortillas. Okay. And there goes our audio again. We still have no reason. I do apologize for that. I am just continuing to prepare the tortilla in its final stage, as you will have rolled out each dough ball until it was as flat as you could get it, and you would be putting it in the skillet for about a minute to a minute and a half on each side until it forms bubbles and little brown spots. Then you will put those in a bowl where you can cover them up and keep them warm and moist. So here I am just adding refried beans, some meat, cheese, shredded lettuce, tomatoes, white onion, pepper jack cheese, taco sauce, here I am adding my taco sauce, and then we're going to have Kevin come in and do the taste. I'm also going to add our side dish of some peppers and eggs. This is jalapeno peppers and eggs, and we did do a small clip of this. However, there was absolutely zero audio, so I did cut that out. Maybe we can do another video at another time on the peppers and eggs. Very tasty side dish to go with this. Okay, I think I got that tortilla how he's going to like it. We shall see. Okay, so here's my taste tester. It's looking so good, it's making me hungry. It made the house smell really amazing too. It smelled like you were walking into a Mexican restaurant. Anyway, that is how you do homemade tortillas. And we did all the other sides that you would have with a big taco dinner. We hope you make it. We hope you enjoy it. If you're liking and enjoying the channel, please give us a like, subscribe, and share. And we'll be seeing you soon.